have to hold it, right?
No, you're gonna have to hold it, and then.
take a roll again?
We do.
Okay.
Good afternoon, or good evening. Caldwell,
Here.
Bowman,
Here.
Leja, Bates, Pabon,
Here.
Palashak, Bruckman, Carmichael.
Here.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Okay, so what we have for open today is Chief Fellows has made contact with Recon Family Services to do our social work there. Chief, would you like to lead it off, please?
Thank you, sir. Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of City Council. I'm going to keep my remarks short before I turn this over to the CEO of Rincon. I would like to thank you for the opportunity to speak this evening. As the mayor set up tonight, is on the agenda for City Council is a contract approval for behavioral health and crisis intervention services through Rincon Family Services. This partnership is essential for both our police officers and our residents we serve, ensuring that individuals receive programs in a timely manner and receive that support that they really need. After careful consideration, the police department has identified a need for change to a better vendor to align with our community needs. Crazy enough, this relationship actually began almost about a year ago. One of the representatives from Rincon, Mr. Torres over there, in the back came to one of our coffee for first responders at the McDonald's on Ogden Avenue, and we just kind of started a conversation, and our first thought was to just bring Rincon in as kind of maybe a once a day or once a week, once a month kind of a thing, and it's kind of, after several meetings, we've kind of turned it into where they provide, in our opinion, just a much better service. As we all know, our officers encounter individuals facing mental health challenges, and it's crucial that we provide them with the resources necessary to address these issues. We believe that this new contract not only serves as a cost-saving measure for our department, but we also believe that with Rincon, we will receive similar, but most likely far more services than the vendor that we had. Rincon Family Services is an organization with deep roots in our area, dedicated to serving our residents. Their proven track record is delivering high-quality behavioral health and crisis intervention services, which makes them particularly well-suited for our community. They understand the unique challenges that our residents face and are committed to helping us develop protocols that prioritize mental health while ensuring public safety. With that, I would like to introduce Eddie Borillo, who is the CEO of Rincon Family Services and who is also a resident of Berwyn, who is going to speak about the programs and services that Rincon can provide. Mr. Borillo.
Good afternoon, City Council, Mayor. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Again, my name is Eddie Borrell. I am the President and CEO of Rincon Family Services. But most importantly, I'm a very proud Berwynite. I've been living in Berwyn for 23 years. 2328 East Avenue is my home. And one of the things I'm very proud of is the opportunity to not only talk to you about our organization, that what we're able to provide now, but also into the near future. Again, my team that's here, it's my Chief Strategy Officer, one of our directors, and our director, Jose Torres, that operates out of our sister, and then my executive assistant, Leslie LaGuardia, that's providing support to the office. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about the programs that we offer, but I want you to know that because we've been operating for 53 years, we understand not only the community, but we also understand that our communities are ever changing. Therefore, our model is also ever changing. So today, I'm going to be talking to you about the services we have, and it's all encapsulated in our mission, which is dedicated to rendering compassionate, effective programs that promotes the quality of life by serving as a catalyst for advocacy, education, and empowerment. Everything that we're doing as an organization, it is in 3 words. It is to create a catalyst for advocacy, education, and empowerment. Month of May, it is Mental Health Awareness Month. And we know that every single individual has been impacted by somebody suffering from mental health, either losing a loved one by suicide or having someone that is affected by chronic mental health. We all get impacted. That is why I applaud, in this case, Berwyn, with the foresight of really providing these level of services and integrated and being able to uh, encapsulated also with the police department, leading the way of not only supporting but also uplifting the relationship between community and the police department. Our organization has been around for 53 years, starting off from our humble beginning on the northwest side. Now, I could tell you we are 500 staff strong, 17 locations across the Chicagoland area. As far north that we touch is in Waukegan, far west that we touch is North Lake, and far south is in Kankakee County. One thing that we do have is we're rooted in the community. That means that we understand the community because we hire locally. The good thing here is I am a resident, proud resident of Berwyn. I understand what the community needs and the issues that our schools confront and how we could work collaboratively between city government and local nonprofit. We understand as Rincon Family Services that we cannot do it by ourselves. We're very committed to engage with each other person, but also being able to engage with your local nonprofits as well as with our schools. We see it every day. My children graduated from Hiawatha School right across, as well as Freedom Middle School. We know the needs that we have to confront, so our legacy is being in the community. So how do we work? We work from multifaceted. Our organization is vast. We're able to engage family members from moms that are that are about to give birth through our doulas program, all the way to our senior care program, where we help individuals, seniors age in place, and everything in between. Through our after-school program, through our education, and through our empowerment. But here we're talking about mental health. Our model is one that looks at the individuals from the bottom up, where we engage them in the community. So what does that mean? It means that we'll get a call from 911, we'll get a call from our alderperson, or anybody within the community and be able to respond in the language, in the culture, in the manner that they deserve, meeting them at that level. Creating the systems, because one of the things that we have in the community is developing trust. Trust is the essential for engaging our community. And we know that in the Black and brown community, that trust between police department as well as trust to receive mental health, it's still shady. But if we develop that, something weird about here myself. Developing that and then being able to teach them the basics on how to look at these resources. And of course, helping them navigate them, holding their hands through the process, but empowering them so they could become self-advocates. So it's not just providing services, but really looking at it as a hub and spoke. At any point that a client, a family member, a loved one, a neighbor comes in, we'll be able to engage and provide that support system. The difference that we have, and I think the chief talked about it, is it is not just therapy. It is really creating a system, a community of wellness. And what differentiates us is that we'll be able to do all these services in the community, but the difference is we're able to also engage the youth. Out of Cicero, but we're looking at how do we bring it into Berwyn, we have a program called Dream Keepers. It's really much bringing in the youth, giving them all the empowerment, all the trainings, and then being able to deploy them. But not only the youth, but also starting to engage the parents. More and more we know, my mother-in-law, as well as my wife, used to participate at Freedom Middle School, and a lot of the parents they didn't know how to engage, how to even look for services. This is where we're looking at, is like when we have an educated community, a community that's empowered, what do? They advocate. They're able to then start looking for additional resources, and they become a support mechanism. So now we're not only providing services, now we're engaging. So the theoretical framework that we look at, it is that, meeting the individuals where they're at, creating that fund of knowledge, that means that they're empowered, they're able to advocate, and doing it in a manner that is culturally and linguistically competent. So this approach then allows us to do what we believe is the essence, being able to create peers to peers. The moms that before they felt that they were by themselves, they'll get the knowledge and the training and possibly the certification Now they become a peer mentor or a peer leader within the schools, within the community. Instead of saying that we have no resources, now we're creating resources that is grounded in the community. Within our programs, we'll be able to start deploying mental health first aid to anybody that is interested in the language that they're looking at, Spanish and English, and then we could train others in different languages. What does that mean? It's replicable. Not only do we have issues in mental health, our communities have been devastated also with the opiate crisis. I know at our police station, we're able to deploy naloxone. But what about if we're also able to train community members to use it? Imagine, and I know we don't have too much of an issue, but one life that we lose because of an opiate crisis, overdose, it's one too many. So this is where we're able to start going in, providing these services in the different modes. And this is the partnership that we're trying to develop within the nonprofit and city government. That it doesn't have to be a one concept that fits everything. We're able to mold it to meet the different needs, not only at the city, but if there's an issue at a different ward, then we'll be able to start working with that alderman to be able to address some of those issues. So going in there, providing direct services, empowering, training, and deploying our community's best assets, which is our leaders that are already there, giving them the tools necessary and being able to help them there. What does it also create? Maybe we have individuals that are interested in becoming servant leaders. In this case, coming into the social services. Through our platform, we'll be able to empower them through certifications, all the way if they're interested, helping them enroll into university and colleges, or if we have individuals that are at a bachelor's level and they want to get a master's level in clinical psychology or social work, we just got funded to be able to help those individuals with some tuition reimbursement. So this is the benefit of our relationship, that it's not just one services, it is a whole system that you'll be able to obtain through this relationship. And again, this is my city, my town. I'm very proud to make Berwyn my home, but most importantly, together for us to be able to find very innovative solutions that we're able to showcase to other communities how nonprofits and local governments work together to create solutions on specific problems that the community may have. Any questions that any of the council members or the mayor may have for me?
Any questions?
Yeah, absolutely. First off, thank you so much for the presentation. I'm a mental health therapist myself, so this is something that's close to my heart. I really like a lot of what you're talking about. In particular, when you're bringing up mental health first aid, that's something I'd love to see potentially even provided to first responders in Berwyn. I could see that being incredibly useful, just as kind of a baseline for anybody who's providing those services firsthand. Just in terms of the specifics with this, it sounds like there's going to be a full-time mental health provider who will be at the station, who will be accessible. Is that person, are they going to be a licensed social worker, LCSW? What's kind of their credentials?
It'll be an LPHA, so it'll be a licensed professional in the healing arts. So it'll be either an LCPC or an LCSW.
Okay.
They'll be there, but the goal is to be able to pair that individual with other clinicians that we have within the organization. We do have several services that are running out of Berwyn Cicero, so we want to complement. So our violence prevention program, we have a small workforce program that we're looking at to revitalize, but most importantly, that it's like, how do we engage? Because we know that behavioral health, there need to be additional supports. So beyond the licensed clinician, being able to provide the wraparound services for that individual and the family.
I like that. So it seems like there will be opportunities to refer folks outside to additional services as needed.
Yep.
This might be a question for the chief. I know that with the last provider, one of the issues was essentially capitalizing on the services that were there, making sure that utilizing the people, the social workers who were there. What is this going to look like in terms of, how do these people essentially get activated, right? When will they be most useful for the department or kind
So
of come in?
back to your first question, so as part of the contract, we built in 40 hours per week. We're still trying to exactly figure out the schedule, most likely 8 hours a day, but whether it's a Monday through Friday, Tuesday through Saturday, we're just trying to evaluate exactly what the best time to do that, whether it's a 9 to 5, 11 to 7, just to kind of what works best, potentially for both sides. We're still trying to build this program up. Myself and Commander Mann actually had a meeting with the Berwyn Health Department of the township the other day, because we just see this program growing and growing. Because obviously it's, a lot of what we're doing now is, to be honest, is very reactive. Calls are coming in through our youth investigations unit, or they're walking to the station, or unfortunately we had an issue with an employee a few weeks back. So we're trying to build this program up to be a little bit more reactive. One of the things that we've talked about is workshops and different programs. We have the training space now that we can, have meetings and that kind of thing. Because yes, to your point, we are really kind of reactive, but we want to kind of build on the proactive side of it.
I guess I'm just curious, would this person, it sounds like they'd be able to provide trainings and do some of that kind of systemic work, but would they also be, I guess I'm curious how involved they'd be day to day for like crisis calls? Would they be going out in the field?
Correct. That was even with the previous vendor. So
Okay.
If there's a need for them to go on the street, then yes, then they do go out to homes. They have been out to the schools, and,
Okay.
and our intention is to keep that part of the program very similar.
Okay, great, thank you.
Oh, correct. That's all built in, even what we currently have now, and then obviously with them, they'll be there in the building in that social worker section that we made specifically for social workers. But yes, they've got 24-hour access to different kind of things as well.
Yes, and then we do have experience operating 24/7 crisis lines in Chicago. We are a funded 590 program, which manages the 988 crisis. So we have a geographic area, and then we respond within 2 hours to those crises. And those are the type of programs we want to bring into the Berwyn community.
Any other questions?
I commend you, Officer Fellows, and your team for doing this, because mental health is really important. How do you see us as elected officials working with Rincon? I mean, I'm not a ward leader, but do you see like being involved in the ward meetings? And then I'll let you answer that, and then I have one more question.
Yes, definitely. I believe that the importance for us, and especially in my case, because I am in Berwyn, being able to go into the ward meetings, talk about mental health, talk about the resources that we have available, and of course, how do you access these services? So that is vital. I believe the credibility of a nonprofit is essential. Being able to respond adequately and properly, and having the necessary staffing patterns. Just to answer a little bit more, the clinician that we're looking at is going to be exclusively looking at clinical crises and then clinical services. We have other staff members, they'll deal with specifically being able to provide the training, the capacity. We have a whole training department that'll be able to do that at large scales.
And then the second part was the Dream Keepers. How do we help you launch that? How often do the teams meet? Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, that is a special initiative from that we have from the state of Illinois. So every year it gets reappropriated. We're crossing our fingers it gets reappropriated in this next budget, and then our goal is to make it permanent. So in that case, Jose Torres is our director for that program, so he'll be able to bring it over. A couple of things on that end. We also have some paid internships for our youth. So he'll be able to explain in great detail, like all the services that we're able to provide for our youth.
Okay, great, thank you.
Thank you.
I've had tremendous experience with Rincon Family Services, more with their pre-apprenticeship program. That's introduced me to Rincon Family Services. What they did with teaching people, our young adults, what they need to do to get into apprentice school for the trade schools was amazing. And the graduating classes did very, very well. I was also there when Mr. Torres met Chief Fellows, and the connection was made, and I applaud Chief Fellows and wanted to bring a community group and to help us with the problems that we do have. So I applaud all you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
So I got another question for you. Sorry. You know, knowing that McNeil, you know, one of the hospital in our area, it's one of the biggest providers for psychiatric care within the Loyola network. In terms of coordinating with other services outside of Rincon, like for the unhoused population and things like that, you know, can you just tell me a little bit about how connected, I guess, you would be to be able to make sure that folks are getting those kinds of wraparound services?
Yes, the actual integration of care is essential in the model. So being able to understand where are the local referral sources, not only to receive referrals, but also to submit, and being able to provide that. McNeil is one of the providers here in the community that is very well recognized and respected as it relates to their integrated behavioral health care for inpatient. So for us, we'll be able to make those referrals as seamless as possible, either way. So the warm handoff has to be essential. And of course, being able to receive them. Within the systems of Rincon is those linkage agreements and those memorandums of understandings that we'll be able to work out now more exclusively, specifically with this grant being able to ensure that admissions are faster than normal, and of course, being able to receive information for post-discharge placement. All those are key things for crisis works that we see that this potential contract is going to be, but this is only phase one, being able to engage individuals that are non-crisis that we know could potentially lead to crisis. So a lot of the intervention works that needs to occur before a crisis manifests itself.
Mr. Torres, did you have anything that you wanted to add? Because I know you stepped up.
We're just excited for the opportunity. I think it's a tremendous opportunity for Berwyn, for Rincon. It's an intergenerational project, so we're working from everybody from 13 all the way to senior citizens. The Dream Keepers program is probably one of the best programs that I've ever had a chance to work with. We always attend the annual job fair with Alderman Pavon. We're going to be attending that this year as well, and the idea is to ensure that we continue collaborating with the community and that we provide those services and, you know, without any barriers. That's the idea. Zero barriers, so that everybody who's interested in what we get to offer gets to experience some of it.
Okay, Chief, did you have anything else? No. Alderman Pavone?
Just a few questions. So I know that it was shared that, you know, new vendor, new opportunities. Can you share a little bit about what you feel the department learned from the last experience and like how that's factoring into how you're maybe restructuring things this time, working with Rincon, knowing, you know, what they're able to offer and maybe how to be more effective?
One of the biggest things that I found is it kind of boils down to the staff, and that's where we actually went back and forth a few times with the contract, where I wanted 40 hours specifically in the contract, because one of the big things that I found with the other vendor was time off, vacations, things along that nature. There was an expectation that we didn't have a clinician person there when those people were off. One was on medical for almost 3 months, and I had a battle with them to get the bill cut in half, where there was just this expectation that we paid their bill every month, no matter how many hours or how many people were there. So the initial part of this was to, like I said, as a cost-saving measure, was to, we had two social workers, we're going down to one, and another reason why I focus more solely on Rincon is because not only the 40-hour services that they're going to provide here at the department, which we obviously know is very important, but as you know, Eddie here said, just all the other programs that they provide, and that's why in my initial I said it's granted, yes, we're going down to one clinician worker, but I think that just based upon all those other programs that they provide, we're going to be receiving far more than we got with our previous vendor.
Okay. And then the follow-up question is, I know Berwyn sometimes will activate a warming or, you know, a cooling center, you know, depending on the weather. Does this position, is it only housed within the police department? Can it be out in the field? Like, if there is, you know, maybe some really hot weather we're having or really cold weather where you know there's going to be people dealing with crisis issues, dealing with challenges, to be, you know, if the library is a location for that day or that weekend, could this social worker or this, mental health worker be stationed there for a period of time unless they're called into something to help, in the community if things come up?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think Eddie, you brought up, and I'm just using his first name because I don't want to butcher his last name. He called it almost like a phase one, you know what I mean? Because again, that's why we see this program only building. We're considering this a phase one. That's why we've also met with the township through the health department. They have a program that started, what I couldn't believe is just about a year ago, they said. So we want to, our next meeting most likely is going to be collectively with us, the health department, Rincon, just to kind of see where we can take it to that exact point. It's not just 40 hours in our building being reactive to our officers or the people that call the police. We want to build this into a program where it's workshops. People know we built this social worker section there's access to our lobby, but not through our security area. So to alleviate sometimes that issue, we'll just say between community members and the police. So they have the ability to have people come to our building. They don't have to walk through the police side. They have their own entrance, their own area, and they can completely segregate themselves, from us if it's that type of a scenario. So we just see this program building and building, phase 2, phase 3, and beyond.
Just to add, Alderman Pavone, the other thing that we're looking at is as clients become comfortable with our team, then they'll be part of a traditional caseload that will have their therapist and whatnot. So the crisis worker or crisis social worker will only come in if there's a crisis, while it'll free up that individual. The goal would always be to look at other opportunities for complemental funding. That means looking for funding at the federal, state, county level that complements the model itself. Ultimately, what we're looking at is to create a wellness community that is empowered and driven by the community.
Thank you.
Chief Fellows Rincon, I'm very excited for this partnership that you guys are working on. I'd also like you guys to keep in mind the Berwyn Health Department to collaborate with. I know it's been conversations. The Berwyn Health Department did launch the program where we do have counselors, and while you're working out the next several phases, we love to partner with you guys to make sure Berwyn community is represented the best that it can.
Betsy and Mabel were supposed to come this evening.
Yeah.
They said they had a conflict or whatever. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to bring everybody kind of together and just talk about it, but that was our thing.
Yeah, I've heard little bits and pieces, but I haven't been fully chimed in. So just throwing it out there. Don't forget about the Berwyn Health Department.
Thank you, Clerk. The other added value that we do have as an organization is we have a robust development department. So we have a slew of grant writers that is always looking at opportunities to bring in. Again, this is my city and my town, so I want to make sure that the model is not only solid, but we are able to complement this contract with other contracts to expand and enhance the services.
Okay, that item is item J5 that's up tonight for that contract, okay? No other questions? Eddie, thank you.
Thank you,
all for
Mayor.
coming
Thank
out.
you, council members.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion to adjourn the committee of the whole?
Second.
Rochek by Pavone, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? You guys have it. See you back in about a half an hour.
What's up, bro?
Do you have a moment? I know I do.
We got this up and then.
Thank you. Hey, how's it going? Thank you. Appreciate it for the opportunity.
I'm good. Yeah, proclamation. I appreciate it. Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Are you stating your requisito during open forum?
Japanese snacks are lacking color.
You want to do something or what?
Is there something fun?
Ruthie can explain. I don't know if you read the communication.
Yeah, yeah.
That's your end of
I could do it. I know tech.
what your committee is.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to really change the little bit.
Great.
Correct what you're telling us?
I'm in on it.
So ask her to explain a little bit. She had to tell us. People, it's with payment online and doing, so.
Yeah, yeah.
You can see all your history, your payments. You could prepay, and she say what, or have automatic deduction taken out.
I love that.
And ready to come, ding, ding, so.
That's good.
So
I love it.
that's you, right?
I'm a modern man. Yeah.
Just FYI, I haven't even approached it. I think I'm gonna let it. I'll figure it out. Okay. But just too much to do.
I'm just kidding. You shouldn't have this big of a turn. But they definitely were doing something else with sound, right? Like that.
Where like
they've got a
weird
new-
echo thing.
They've got a new way they're handling it.
Seems like it. The mic seemed to be better
Clerk
responding.
Garcia, could you call the council meeting to order, please?
Good evening. Welcome everybody back from Memorial Day weekend, and thank you for all those who served. Caldwell,
Here.
Bowman,
Here.
Leja,
Here.
Bates,
Here.
Pabon,
Here.
Palashek,
Here.
Bruckman, Carmichael.
Here.
8 ayes, Mayor.
We can all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, and please remain standing.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Please keep in our thoughts and prayers all the men and women we have on the street, as well as all the women and men who have sacrificed their lives for our freedom in this country over this Memorial Day weekend. We can keep them in our minds. And that includes our first responders also, who acted to keep us all safe. Thank you. If anybody wishes to address the open forum, please step forward to the podium, state your name and address, please. Any alderman, anything for open forum?
Yes, I have a couple of things. My third ward meeting is this Thursday, May 28th, at Heritage School, 6 p.m. We will have speakers, Jamie Cusera, CEO and Executive Director of the PAV YMCA, Lisbeth Linares Herrera, Berwyn City Treasurer, and we'll have some representatives from the City of Berwyn with information. Also, so that's the 28th. The 29th at Piper School is their annual Piper Fun Fair from 5 to 7, great family fun. And then Saturday is my third ward cleanup, May 30, 9 a.m. We meet at Stanley and Oak Park Avenue. And also June 4th is the Blue Mass at St. Mary Czestochowice Church in Cicero. That is for to honor our first responders. Our Berwyn Public Library is doing their reading kickoff party, 12 noon, June 6th. Also June 6th is the community garage sale at Proxy Park. They're also adding a children's clothing exchange area for anyone who could help with that. And then the June 6th and 7th is the citywide yard sale all around the city. And of course, the property tax appeals are open now. So Township Assessor Jacqueline Pareda asks that you schedule an appointment by calling her at 708-765-4547. Thank you.
Clerk Garcia, you had something?
Yes, I'd just like to give notice that Deputy Fire Chief Michael Lyons, after 26 years of service, has retired. He had a beautiful walkout last week on Thursday, and just thank you for the 26 years of service.
Okay, anybody else for open forum? Alderman Pabon?
Yeah, just like to remind folks that we have our 4th annual Youth Opportunity Fair coming up on June 18th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's going to be at Ebenezer Church, which is 1300 around Harvey Avenue. We're going to have job opportunities. We're going to have free haircuts, resources, a business closet. So please, if you have any youth, 16 or 24, in your life that need some support, let them know about it. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? All right, hearing none, item C1, please.
Item C1 is approval of minutes from Committee of the Whole and regular City Council meeting minutes of May 12, 2026.
Be my motion to approve the Committee of the Whole and the regular City Council minutes of May 12, 2026 as presented.
Second?
Motion by Fate, second by Caldwell to approve the City Council minutes, Committee of Whole minutes of May 12, 2026. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item E1, please.
Item E1 is a communication from BDC Director Crow, the first quarter 2026 BDC report, informational.
I move to accept the first quarter 2026 BDC report as informational.
Second.
Motion by Caldwell, seconded by Palachek. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item F1, please.
Item F1 are reports from the mayor, the appointment and swearing in of Brian Madden as a Deputy Chief of Operations of the Berwyn Fire Department, effective June 2nd, 2026.
I move that we concur with Mayor Lavero's appointment and swearing in of Brian Madden as Deputy Chief of Operations of the Berwyn Fire Department effective June 2, 2026.
Second. Motion by Leja, seconded by Palachek to agree with the appointment of Brian Madden as Deputy Chief effective June 2nd, 2026. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Brian?
Raise your right hand. Do you, Brian Madden, having been appointed to the rank of Deputy Chief of Operations for the City of Berwyn Fire Department in the County of Cook, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of Deputy Chief Operations to the best of your ability?
Congratulations, Brian. Item F2, please.
Item F2 is the appointment and swearing in of Robert Pilch as the Deputy Chief of Administration of the Berwyn Fire Department, effective June 2nd, 2026.
I move that we concur with Mayor Lavero's appointment and swearing in of Robert Pilch as Deputy Chief of Administration of the Berwyn Fire Department effective June 2, 2026.
Second. Motion by Leja, seconded by Palachek to concur with the appointment of Deputy Chief of Administration Robert Pilch, effective June 2nd, 2026. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Rob?
Constitution for the City of Berwyn Fire Department in the County of Cook, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of Deputy Chief of Administration to the best of your ability.
Congratulations, Rob. Item G1, please.
Item G1 is a proclamation recognizing National Public Works Week as a week of appreciation for public works, engineering, and city staff who serve the city of Berwyn. The proclamation reads, the American Public Works Association has sponsored National Public Works Week during the third week of May since 1960 to recognize the critical contributions public work professionals make to communities across the nation, and whereas the public work employees, engineers, and staff of the city of Berwyn continue to work tirelessly each day to maintain the infrastructure and essential services that residents depend upon, including streets, alleys, sidewalks, water and sewer systems, snow and ice removal, and public facilities throughout the community. And whereas Berwyn's Public Works helps preserve the beauty, safety, and character of the city's historic neighborhood and support the vitality of major corridors such as Cermak Road, Ogden Avenue, and Roosevelt Road, ensuring residents, businesses, and visitors can safely live, work, and travel throughout the city. And whereas during severe weather, flooding events, and winter storms, Berwyn's Public Works teams respond to all hours to keep roads clear, infrastructure operational, and neighborhoods connected, demonstrating an unwavering commitment to public service and community well-being. And whereas National Public Works Week, observed May 17 to 23rd, 2026, provided an opportunity to recognize and thank those individuals whose essential work often takes place behind the scenes but remains vital to the daily operation and continued success to the city of Berwyn. Now let it be proclaimed that Mayor Robert J. Lovero, Clerk Letty Garcia, and the City of Berwyn Council members hereby recognize and commend the dedicated public works professionals who faithfully serve the City of Berwyn and express sincere appreciation for their continued service and commitment to our community during National Public Works Week and throughout the year.
Mr. Mayor, it's my motion to adopt the proclamation as read and thank all public works employees for their hard work and dedication to the city.
Second.
Motion by Palachek, second by Pabon, to adopt the proclamation. Thank all public workers for their dedication to the city. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Do we have a laminated one of those?
We do.
Frank Cristiano, you're the only public works here. Why don't you come up and accept it?
I'm actually going, yes, I'll do it now, but I'm actually talked to him and we're gonna drop it off this
We'll
week.
give it, yeah, he will give it to Director Marchand.
No, but we'll give it to you. Yes. Thank you.
Item G2, please.
Item G2 is a communication from Clerk Garcia, handicap parking sign determination 1907 Scoville Avenue, deny.
Mr. Mayor, it's my motion to deny 1907 Scoville Avenue.
Second.
Motion by Palachek, seconded by Pabon, to concur with the city clerk's determination denial of 1907 Scoville handicap space. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item I1, please.
Item I1 is fire and police Commission. The next eligible candidate on the Fire Department Captain's promotion list is Brian Smith, for informational.
I move that we accept this communication from the Berwyn Fire and Police Commission certifying that Brian Smith is the next eligible candidate on the Fire Department Captain's promotion list as informational.
Second.
Motion by Leisure, seconded by Palachik, to consider the communication informational and congratulate Brian Smith for promotion as captain of June 2nd, 2026. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Congratulations, Brian.
Raise your right hand. Do you, Brian Smith, having been promoted to the rank of captain for the City of Berwyn Fire Department in the County of Cook, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of captain to the best of your ability? Congratulations.
Item I2, please.
Item I2, Fire and Police Commission. The next eligible candidate on the Fire Department Lieutenant's promotion list is Douglas Zimmer, for informational.
I move that we accept this communication from Fire Chief Michalik for the appointment and swearing in of Douglas Zimmer as Lieutenant of the Berwyn Fire Department effective June 2, 2026.
Second.
Motion by Leisure, seconded by Fate, to concur with the Police and Fire Commission, promoting Douglas Zimmer to the position of Lieutenant effective June 2nd, 2026. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Since Smithers goofed it up, Doug, come on up now.
Do you, Douglas Zimmer, having been promoted to the rank of lieutenant for the City of Berwyn Fire Department in the County of Cook, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of lieutenant to the best of your ability? Congratulations.
Congratulations, Doug. Item I3, please.
Item I3 is a communication from City Treasurer Linares Herrera, Cafecito en Colegio at the Pink Owl Cafe at 2713 Ridgeland Avenue, May 27, 2026, from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Informational.
I move that we accept this communication from City Treasurer Linares Herrera for her Cafecito y Colegio at the Pink Owl Cafe, 2713 Ridgeland Avenue, tomorrow, May 27, 5:30 to 7:30 as informational, and she has some flyers on the table back here too.
Second.
Motion by Leisure, seconded by Pavone to consider the communication from the treasurer, Elizabeth Libby Linares Herrera, as informational. Invite everybody to Pink Owl, May 27th, tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item I4, please.
Item I4 is a communication from Alderman Leisure, the second annual Depot District Summerfest, open call for Third Ward performers, artists, and community vendors. The deadline to register is July 15, 2026, and it's for informational.
I move that the council accepts my communication about my annual Depot District Summerfest. We are having open calls at Third Ward performers, artists, and community vendors. Deadline to register is July 15, 2026, as informational.
Alderman, will you be needing city services there?
Yes, so I filled,
Then you better take a vote on it. Take a vote on it if you're going to need city services.
well, I had it on last
He's asking
month.
you, bid.
It was in the
Did it get approved
consent
last
agenda.
month?
Yes,
Okay, fine, okay.
okay.
Second.
Seconded by Caldwell for the second annual Depot District Summerfest, July 15th, last day to register. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item J1, please.
Well, this is a little awkward, but Fire Chief Mahalik, appointment and swearing in of Brian Smith as captain of the Berwyn Fire Department, effective June 2nd, 2026.
I move that we accept this communication from Chief Mahalik about the appointment of Brian Smith as captain for the Berwyn Fire Department effective June 2, 2026. Informational.
Second.
Seconded by Plagic. Communication is informational. Congratulate Captain Brian Smith again. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item J2. Item J3, please.
Item J3 is a communication from Fire Chief Mahalik, the appointment and swearing in of Adrian Contreras as engineer of the Berwyn Fire Department, effective June 2nd, 2026.
I move that we accept this communication from Fire Chief Mahalik for the appointment and swearing in of Adrian Contreras as engineer of the Berwyn Fire Department effective June 2, 2026. Informational.
Second.
Motion by Leisure, seconded by Fate, to accept the communication from Chief Mahalik with the swearing in of Adrian Contreras as engineer effective June 2nd, 2026. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Adrian?
Do you, Adrian Contreras, having been promoted to the rank of engineer for the City of Berwyn Fire Department in the County of Cook, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of engineer to the best of your ability? Congratulations.
Congratulations, Adrian. Item J4, please.
Item J4 is a communication from Fire Chief Mahalik, the recommendation to waive the sealed bidding process and approve the purchase of a 2026 Chevrolet Silverado from Curie Motors in the amount of $47,812.
I move that we concur with Fire Chief Mahalik's recommendation to waive the sealed bidding process and approve the purchase of the 2026 Chevrolet Silverado from Curry Motors in the amount of $47,812.
Second.
Motion by Leja, seconded by Bowman, to concur with Chief Mahalik and waive the sealed bid process and approve the purchase of the 2026 Chevrolet Silverado from Curry Motors for $47,812. All those in favor on the call of the roll.
Caldwell.
Aye.
Bowman.
Aye.
Leisure.
Aye.
Fates.
Aye.
Pabon.
Aye.
Palashek.
Aye.
Brockman.
Aye.
Carmichael.
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. Item J5, please.
Item J5 is a communication from Police Chief Fellows, the request to enter into an agreement with Rincon Family Services in the amount of $96,000.
I move to concur with Police Chief Fellows and authorize the city to enter into an agreement with Rincon Family Services in the amount of $96,000.
Second.
Motion by Caldwell, seconded by Pabon, to concur with Chief Fellows and authorize the city to enter into the agreement with Rincon Family Services for $96,000. All those in favor on the call of the roll.
Caldwell.
Aye.
Bowman.
Aye.
Leisure.
Aye.
Fates.
Aye.
Pabon.
Aye.
Palashek.
Aye.
Brockman.
Aye.
Carmichael.
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. Item J6, please.
Item J6 is a communication from Police Chief Fellows for the Berwyn North School District 98 Back to School event at 7035 16th Street on August 8th, 2026 from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. City services requested.
I move to accept the communication and request for city services from Police Chief Fellows for the North Berwyn, the North Berwyn North School District 98 Back to School event, 7035 16th Street on August 8th, 2026 from noon to 4 p.m.
Second.
Motion by Brockman, who seconded? Palachek? Seconded by Palachek to concur with Chief Fellows and approve the back-to-school event for the Berwyn School District 98 on August 8th, 2026 from 12 to 4 p.m. City services required. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item J7, please.
Item J7 is a communication from city staff, a recommendation to authorize the execution of the Tyler Technology Payments Platform Amendment for integrated payment processing services associated with the city's utility access implementation with funding allocated through the city's utility fund.
It would be my motion to concur with city staff's recommendation to authorize the execution of the Tyler Technologies Payment Platform Amendment for integrated payment processing services associated with the city's utility access implementation with funding allocated through the city's utility fund.
Second.
Motion by Carmichael, seconded by Bowman, to concur with City Administrator Siaba Green and approve the Tyler Technology Platform Amendment Agreement for city services to be paid through the city's utility fund. All those in favor on the call of the roll.
Caldwell.
Aye.
Bowman.
Aye.
Leisure.
Aye.
Fate.
Aye.
Pabon.
Aye.
Palashek.
Aye.
Brockman.
Aye.
Carmichael.
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. Item J8, please.
Item J8 is a communication from Senior Engineer Campbell, a resolution authorizing and approving an intergovernmental agreement between the City of Berwyn and the Berwyn North School District 98 for the use of tower at the Lincoln Middle School for the use of the City of Berwyn, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Mr. Mayor, it's my motion to accept Senior Engineer Campbell's resolution authorizing and approving intergovernmental agreement with Lincoln Middle School for the use of the city, for the use of the tower at the Lincoln Middle School, with the use by the City of Berwyn, Cook County, State of Illinois.
Second.
Motion by Palachek, seconded by Pabon to concur with Senior Engineer Campbell and approve the attached resolution containing the intergovernmental agreement with School District 98 for the use of their tower at Lincoln School. All those in favor on the call of the roll.
Caldwell.
Aye.
Bowman.
Aye.
Leisure.
Aye.
Fates.
Aye.
Pabon.
Aye.
Palashek.
Aye.
Brockman.
Aye.
Carmichael.
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. Item J9, please.
Item J9 is a communication from Senior Engineer Campbell, the award the lead water service line replacement project IEPA FY26 IEPA L176317, L176318, and L176319 to Miller Pipeline LLC in the amount of $15,479,650.
Mr. Mayor, it's my motion to approve Senior Engineer Campbell's award to lead water service line replacement program, IEPA FY26 IEPA L176317 / L176318, L176319 to Miller Pipeline LLC in the amount of $15,479,650.
Second.
Motion by Palachek, seconded by Pabon, to concur with Senior Engineer Campbell and award the lead water service line replacement to Miller Pipeline LLC.
Replacement L176316 project to Miller Placement Loan.
I move to accept the recommendation from Senior Engineer Campbell regarding the approval of pay estimate number 5 for the lead service line replacement
Number 7, final for the 2025 motor fuel tax, motor fuel tax, streets resurfacing program as prepared by Novotny Engineering and Lindo Brothers Incorporated in the amount of $25,101.43.
Second.
Motion by Palachek, seconded by Pabon, to concur with Senior Engineer Campbell and approve pay estimate number 7 for the 2025 motor fuel tax street resurfacing program in the amount of $25,101.43 to Lindahl Brothers, Inc. All those in favor on the call of the roll.
Caldwell.
Aye.
Bowman.
Aye.
Leisure.
Aye.
Fate.
Aye.
Pabon.
Aye.
Palashek.
Aye.
Bruckman.
Aye.
Carmichael.
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. The consent agenda.
Motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion by Fate, seconded by Caldwell, to approve the consent agenda as presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Aldermanic committee meetings. Alderman Caldwell.
Call the chair.
Alderman Bowman. Call the chair. Alderman Leisure.
My next Fire and Police Committee meeting will be Wednesday, June 3, 6 p.m. in the City Hall, second floor conference room and call.
Got the date. Yes. Alderman Fate.
Call the chair.
Alderman Pabon.
Call the chair.
Alderman Palachek.
Call the chair.
Alderman Bruckman.
The Aldermanic Building and Zoning Committee is meeting on Thursday, the 28th at 6 p.m. in the conference room. Call the chair.
Alderman Carmichael.
Call the chair. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion adjourned by Carmichael, seconded by Caldwell. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you.
Wait, what?
Richard showed me. I mean, I still sometimes let it go red.